So, I'm 17, maybe 18, hunched over my creaky old Dell, lost in this quirky little corner of the internet called Gaia Online. It's this chatroom forum hybrid where I run an art shop. Yeah, I'm that kid sketching anime avatars for virtual coins. That's when I stumble into D. He slides into my DMs, all charm and quick wit, tossing compliments about my art like confetti. We hit it off, bantering over dumb stuff. Favorite games, worst movies. It's flirty, sure, but I'm just vibing, not looking for anything deep. I mean, it's the internet, right? What's the harm? He's funny, I'm bored, and it's a nice escape from my mom's constant nagging. But there's this vibe I can't shake. Like he's too smooth, too pushy. I brush it off. I've dealt with my mom's mind games my whole life, so I figure I can handle some random dude online. Little do I know this guy's about to turn my chill little hobby into a freaking nightmare. How does a flirty chat spiral into spiked pastries and my address in his hands? Stick around, this gets wild. Things with D start shifting, and not in a good way. At first it's just playful jabs, but then he's poking at me, calling me paranoid when I push back, twisting my words like I'm the bad guy. It's gaslighting 101, and I clock it fast because, well, my mom's been pulling that crap since I was in diapers. I'd call him out and he'd flip it. Why you always gotta be so defensive? Can't take a joke. I'd sit there staring at my screen, this pit growing in my stomach. I should have bailed, but I didn't. I was too stubborn, too used to fighting back. Then it gets real dark, real quick. One day this package shows up. USPS, small white box for little cake balls inside, multicolored and cute, packed with ice packs. There's a sticky note. Cheer up, carrot dot. I freeze. We're expecting something for my uncle, but this? From Florida? No one we know lives there. My brain's spinning. Did mom's brother move? Nah, doesn't add up. I shove it in the fridge, uneasy but not connecting the dots yet. Then, D messages me on Guild Wars 2. Yeah, he tracked me there too, more on that later, and casually asks, "You get my package?" My heart drops. I'm shaking, palms sweaty, yelling at my screen, "What the hell? You're a stalker, a creep. How'd you get my address?" He plays it cool, says I gave it to him way back. Bullshit. I never did. Then he smirks through text. "Oh, right, your sister's friend told me." My bad. I'm mortified, this cold dread sinking in. He sent me food, spiked food I'd find out later when my sister ate one and spent the night glued to the bathroom. I feel violated, exposed, like he's standing right outside my window. Turns out he'd charmed my sister's BFF, spun some sob story about us reconciling, and she just handed over our address like it was nothing. I'm sitting there 18 and dumb, thinking I'd been so careful online, but this guy's got my literal house in his crosshairs. I can't even look at my sister without this guilt choking me. How do I tell her I let this creep into our lives? D doesn't stop at the package, he's out to torch everything I love. Back on Gaia Online where this all started, he pulls a dirty move. We traded some virtual items. Nothing big, just art shop stuff, and then he reports me claiming I scammed him. Next thing I know, I'm banned. My little art gig, my escape from real life, gone. He'd already trashed my rep, telling everyone I stole other people's work and sold it as mine. Lies, all of it, but people ate it up. I'd log in to see my name dragged through the mud and it stung. Those late night sketching meant something to me. I cut contact, deleted everything he knew about, but he's like a damn ghost. I'd been playing Guild Wars 2 to unwind, and one day this random player messages me. It's him. "Hey, fancy seeing you here," he types, all nonchalant, like he didn't just nuke my Gaia life. My stomach flips. I'm nauseous, can't even hold food down. How'd he find me? That same friend of my sister's. She'd blabbed about my games, even gave him my player name. I'm a wreck, barely sleeping, jumping at every notification. He tries the same ban trick on GW2, but I'm done playing victim. I screenshot everything, Gaia chats, GW2 DMs, even that creepy cheer up note, and send it to a dev. I'm begging, voice cracking as I type. "This guy's stalking me, please help." They listen, ban him fast, and I breathe for the first time in weeks. But the damage is deep. I confront my sister's friend, laying it all out, and she laughs it off. "You're such an extreme feminist, chill out." I'm furious, humiliated, this burning rage mixing with shame. I tell her if she leaks one more thing about me or my sister, I'm calling the cops. My sister's pissed too, she drops the friend cold when I spill the whole story. I'm left staring at my screen, this hollow ache in my chest, wondering how I let some online creep unravel my world like this. I should have known better, but I didn't, and that's the part that haunts me. Time passes and I'm trying to piece myself back together. No Gaia, no trust, just me and GW2 with a tighter lock on my info. Then out of nowhere that ex-friend messages me through the game's mail system. "You were right about D," she says. "He's crazy, did it to other girls too." My jaw clenches, this mix of vindication and dread washing over me. Turns out D wasn't even a guy. She's a woman from Florida. A serial manipulator who'd charmed her way into people's lives, tricked their friends into spilling secrets, then stalked them. The girl after me? Way worse. Laxatives and pastries as revenge for a breakup, some twisted apology gift. I'm floored, connecting the dots to my own cake balls. My sister's bathroom hell wasn't just sugar. She dodged something uglier. I'm shaking as I type back. "Take a long walk off a short pier and leave us alone." She'd enabled this psycho and I'm done. I'd already fought back on GW2. Those screenshots paid off and D was toast there. But hearing this, it's like a weight lifts only to slam back down heavier. I wasn't crazy, wasn't overreacting, but knowing other girls suffered guts me. I think about that package, the violation of it sitting in our fridge, and my hands ball into fists. I told my sister after she ate the damn thing. She was shocked but not mad, just worried. We didn't test it, figured it was a fluke, but now I'm kicking myself for not reporting it sooner. I'd threatened D with the cops over the package. Her address was on it, but she'd brushed it off, saying it wasn't hers, just some gift. I didn't push it then, I was too scared, too embarrassed. Looking back, I wish I'd been braver. That friend's apology doesn't fix the sleepless nights, the paranoia every time the mail came. I'm proud I stood up, got her banned, but there's this lingering ache, like I let her win for too long before I fought back. I don't tell Mom any of this, not while I'm still under her roof. She'd flip, probably ground me for life or worse, blame herself for not watching me closer. I can hear her now. "You know better than this." And she's right, I did, but I screwed up anyway. That shame sits heavy like a rock in my gut. I'd stare at the fridge where those pastries sat, my sister's groans echoing from the bathroom, and feel this suffocating guilt. I barely ate for weeks, every bite making me queasy, wondering if D was still out there plotting. I'd check the locks twice, peek out the curtains, half expecting her to show up. Stupid, but fear does that. It digs in deep. I only spill it to Mom years later after I move out. She's quiet, then hugs me tight, says she's proud I handled it. I cry then, this relief flooding out I didn't know I'd bottled up. My sister cuts ties with that friend for good. We're a team now, no more leaks. I quit Gaia, scale back on GW2, keep my circle tiny. That ex-friend's message about D facing legal heat? I hope it's true, hope those other girls got justice too. Me, I'm just trying to move on, but it's hard. I'd built this little online world. Art, games, friends, and D torched it. I trusted too easy, ignored red flags, and it cost me. I'm tougher now, sure, but there's this quiet sadness I can't shake. Like I lost a piece of myself back there. I don't talk about it much. It's easier to bury it. But sometimes late at night I wonder how one charming creep could unravel me so bad. And how I clawed my way back, scarred but still standing.
Thanks for listening to my story. It's been a heavy one to share. I'm still figuring out what comes next, but having you here means a lot. If you connected with this, please hit that subscribe button for Life Reflections. I'd love to have you along for more real moments like this. Take care, everyone.